right, guys, welcome to a new episode of the Type1 Lifting Podcast. The Touch and Go Gang is back for the February edition of the Touch and Go Gang podcast. Let's go.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. We got a lot to talk about, but before that, I want to introduce everybody. So on the top is Xander Falick. On the bottom, you got Vic Rodriguez, and on the bottom, Hannah Hardy. So what's going on, guys?
Hello.
Oh, it's just a wonderful Tuesday evening,
Mm-hmm.
and it was sunny and 75 today, so I can't complain.
Yes, same here in Georgia, so I'm pretty excited about that. Unlike with Vic's area, it's snowing, so
Yeah, I was like, y'all smiling about good weather, and I'm like, I had to shovel my driveway today. Like, you guys. It's all
yeah.
right though. It's all right. We signed up for that, so it's just a little bit of snow. It got warmer during the afternoon, so we good.
Yeah, it just melted. Just throw the snow out in the middle of the street so it melts. So all you gotta do.
That is
Yep.
some Boston. That's a Boston antic. Or like Worcester. You guys just be throwing snow back into the road.
Yeah, why not? It'll melt. Whatever. But I kind of want to get some updates on everybody because I know Hannah has a very special one. So, but I want to talk to Xander first. So what's going on with you, man?
Wait, what's Hannah's update? I feel like you can't say like Hannah has a special one and then be like, well, we'll start with
How you
Xander.
keep the people listening? You gotta keep listening until that happens.
Yeah, it's the broken door. So.
Oh, nice. So I'm just going to Maine this weekend for Misfit quarterfinals prep camp. Excited about it. Excited to see everybody that's going to be there. And then on Thursday, probably just hit the open workout just to cap it and be done with it.
Mm-hmm. All right, Rick. How's everything going with you?
End of month is crazy with work, so definitely did a little bit of work in between my sessions today, so that was fun. Yeah, everything's been going really great. I may swing up to Portland on Sunday. I'm not sure. I still got to talk to the guys and see what's going on, but I got to do the workouts at the affiliate that I'm at right now. I mean, as it stands right now, I'm probably gonna do indie, but I'm still like an alternate-esque like person for the team. So we're still rocking and rolling.
Okay. All right, Hannah. What's the new story, new word?
Oh man, I got a puppy, so that's very exciting.
Oh.
But the puppy left me, so I cannot show the puppy right now. And I also have a broken door, so Tom.
More about the golden doodle, less about the door.
Yes.
All right, the golden doodle. I got her yesterday. Her name is Georgia. I did not
Wow.
name her.
Okay,
Hilarious.
okay,
I
yeah,
can't believe
wow.
you.
Yes.
Wow, creative.
Good God,
Yes,
what's
very
next? Pumpkin
creative.
spice
Oh,
lattes?
She heard me. Hey, Georgia. Do you want to be on a podcast? Yeah, she is.
And
Look
she's
at
on
that.
a podcast.
And she's on a podcast.
First animal on our podcast. Let's go.
Yes, first animal on the podcast.
On my podcast, yes.
Okay, there you go. I was like, that's not true. I was like, but nobody's gonna check the internet. It's all chock full of facts.
I was
Yes.
like, ooh, I
Yeah.
don't count as an animal. This is nice.
But other than that, everything's been good. I really just just going through the open, and the team is doing great. So we have one more week. The boys are coming back in Saturday, and we'll get in a good quarterfinal simulation weekend in before they come back for quarterfinals at the end of the month.
Okay. So what have you learned since yesterday about owning a dog? Like what's some good things, good tips for like new dog owners that you can help them out with?
She doesn't adapt the cats well. I have had her on a leash by my side, so she does not eat the cat or the cat food. Other than that, that is the only thing so far. She's actually been really good. Just she's potty trained, so she goes to the restroom when I tell her to go to the restroom. We go on a lot of walks, the typical dog owner.
Mm-hmm.
We will see how if she becomes a menace in the future, which she probably will.
Can you
Which she
take her to the
probably
gym?
will at some point. I cannot take her to the gym, unfortunately.
Really?
Yeah. So at least at the gym, we're not allowed to bring dogs. But I'm hoping to set up my home gym here a little bit more like in the next coming week, so I can do most of my training here, and then only have to go to the gym for like gymnastics or group sessions, things like that. So I can spend more time with her.
All right, very cool, very cool. So obviously the Open is here. Everyone's posting all their workouts and all that shit. So I know some of you guys don't know this, but I didn't even sign up for the Open at all.
You're the worst.
Yes.
You're a low
No,
class.
you
low
run
class
a
plebeian.
CrossFit podcast.
Wow, you
Well-
did that?
Well, here's like in the previous podcast I talked about earlier, I don't work out an affiliate, and so I would have to drop like, I don't know, like a large amount of money to drop in at a class, you know, sign up and all that stuff. So I would rather use the money to promote this little conglomerate of my podcast and stuff. So I was going to use the money for that. And to be honest with you, like,
Type 1 lifting is pro business, not CrossFit. Got it.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
okay,
Hey,
cool,
hey,
cool.
I gotta feed the family. I gotta pay for
Hey,
insulin. I gotta pay for insulin.
what'd you spend? What'd you use that $20 on?
Insulin.
Oh,
Okay, yeah, he got you.
okay. He's
He
got to
got
play
you
that. He's
there.
got to play
Yeah,
that
so
card.
you
All right,
have-
all right.
You have absolutely zero recourse.
Got it. So,
Oh man.
no, but I
I
was
can't
gonna,
even do anything about that.
but I was gonna use the money for like advertisements and stuff like that for like social media and stuff, and just kind of see where that goes. But anyway, but like, I don't know. I didn't think I was ready for it, and so but like, I don't know. Like, for me, I like doing the open workouts twice, and lately, like for the past couple of years, I've only been doing it once, just to kind of better myself. And so I was just like, you know, it's not even worth it. Like, I don't want to even waste the time. And then I don't know how long it's going to take to, like, the times at the gym, and then what time I have to get home, because I have to get home at a certain time to get my son ready for school and stuff. So I'm like, I just don't even want to mess with it right now. So that's why that's why I didn't do it.
Yeah, it's parenting. Not because you're cheap. It's because of parenting.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, and like, I don't want my kid to be late to school and all that stuff. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
just,
because I'm sure your child is very, very concerned about being on time.
no, he is, he's
Oh,
one of those
okay.
guys. So yeah,
that
he's just
Oh,
like,
no.
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
God.
he's like, Dad, it's like this time, we gotta go. And I'm like, I know that, you know, just we gotta brush your teeth first, so let's go, and stuff like that. So, but yeah, that's why I'm not doing it. I may make a run at it next year. Who knows? But I'll probably do the Open next year. That's probably a guarantee.
We're gonna hold you to that.
That's fine.
Yes.
I'm not gonna do a damn thing. He might just say insulin again, and then I'll be shut for the next 5 years.
Well, we will sponsor. We will sponsor your open registration.
Yeah.
All right.
Three of
It's not the registration
us are
form.
for the
It's all the ancillary things of getting to the gym to do it.
Yeah, and the drop in
Mm,
and all that stuff.
mm.
So yeah, and they're
Yeah.
like,
Or-
and like
I
the
paid
owner,
I paid my $30 for dropping in at a gym.
yeah, yeah, but like the owner was like, yeah, I have to schedule it at a certain time because I have to judge you, because no one else can really do it. I guess that's what, like, that's her thing. So I was like, well, okay,
Why don't
that's,
you put him
Find
on
a
put him
different
on
gym.
put him on the podcast? Wait, aren't you near Terry Harrison? She's in Georgia too, around that. She's got a gym as well.
I have no idea who that is.
Oh,
Victor 0 for 2.
damn.
Insulin,
All right.
insulin.
I will come judge you if that helps you out.
Okay, we'll figure it out. We got another year, so don't worry.
Okay.
But anyway, so how is everyone is Open doing? Because
It's-
I have no say in anything.
Oh,
so.
I like just putting the least amount of like I think I've been asked 6 or 7 times at the gym I've dropped into both weeks, like, hey, are you gonna redo the workout? And I'm like, that's a real 2018 kind of question in a 2023 kind of world right now, because the Open is a check mark the box kind of thing. Like, again, it's all dependent on your level, and I have not did not want to redo any of them, and I just was like, I'm happy to be here. That is my current feeling on the Open, and I'm probably not going to be able to do quarterfinals. So even if I do qualify, which I plan on, but it's been good. Like, the workouts we'll probably talk about the workouts later, but it's been good so far.
Mhm. Awesome, Vic. How's everything going with you with the Open?
I mean, 23.1 was fun. I got on the rings on some long, really long straps, and that is something I'm not used to. So I learned pretty quick. But at the very least, I was actually I've gotten a lot more confident with the ring since then, in these past couple weeks. So it's actually nice that it was a good jolt to the system to be like, hey, you've got to figure this out. So that's nice. 23.2 was fun. I redid them both actually, and yeah, I guess we're cruising just enough to go to quarterfinals, and then we'll figure it out from there.
Mm-hmm.
Did
Awesome.
you did you try the shuttle walk?
Buddy.
Oh, no, let's talk about
let
that later.
me-
Let's talk about that later.
No,
Later.
We'll
Later.
come back to that.
Later.
Okay.
Later.
Fun. There's a good segue.
Oh, I know, but like I was gonna talk about 23.1, but that's fine. Whatever.
Well, 23.1 is like the fact, like, I'll just say this. The fact we did it 10 years later and it's still a very good test of fitness is like more impressive than anything, because the scores only, nobody
better.
got out of the second set of toe to bar. I don't think anybody got back to the wall ball. Everybody was like just right at which is really impressive.
Yeah. Well, actually, wait, 100 didn't, then Pat Vellner did actually, because he did 60, 40, so he got
110.
4.
Yeah, it's 110 because it's 60, 50, 40, 30.
Oh, you're right. Okay, yep. Damn, close. Still amazing.
Yeah.
But
But Hannah, how's everything going with you for the Open?
It's not like going like as expected, but at the same time, like as Xander said, it's just kind of like checking off the box. Like, am I, proud about my performances? I gave all I had, so yes. But looking on the leaderboard, I am just like, man, like I think I have like some work to do still. So like I was telling some friends earlier, like the 23.1 was my first muscle up workout back in 4 months. So that was a way to bring them back, and I'm just glad I got back to the rower. So so there's just little things like that, but that means there's like ways to improve, which I'd rather learn that right now than in semifinals when it's too late.
Yeah, it's like we need 30 muscle ups, Hannah. It's like, what, guys? You guys can't tell me to do that on
I'm like, oh,
Orlando semi floor or wherever it is.
no, exactly. So I have plenty of time to get my ring up muscle up capacity back, and as I said, like maybe try out some shuttle walks instead of runs. So other than that, I think it's been an awesome Open. It's really cool being with a different community, both Training Think Tank and United Performance. So I mean, there's no complaints here. The Open is always a special thing, and I'm just thrilled to be a part of it.
Yeah, I kind of like this year's Open because you have to, like, it's not like a certain time, like I don't like it's a certain amount of numbers for like a workout. You have to constantly do the work. You have to do the workout because you don't know what anybody else is doing. So it's like you kind of have to push yourself a little bit more just to kind of get up on the leaderboard.
Right.
I've also, just as if we're still going 23.1, I really did appreciate putting in the ring muscle ups on the first workout. And the reason being is a lot of people always talk about how the Open, one, doesn't matter, but two, is just sometimes programmed so that everyone can do it. Well, this workout, you can do all of it up until a certain point, and this allows people to get that, open magic, my first ring muscle up as opposed to my first bar muscle up. And I think there's some other people out there that were like, oh, well, ring muscle ups aren't like super inclusive to everyone. And it's like, well,
Not a
at the
ring
end of
muscle
the,
up workout because you killed yourself doing toe to bar. This is a skill workout where
yeah,
it's like inviting people to do it. It's also like
Right.
there's also a take where it's like this year's Open so far is decidedly like anti-affiliate, and we went back to a competitive Open again, where it's like,
mhm.
is that really the spirit of everything? Is that the best thing for people?
I mean, the floor plan is a bit of a pain in the neck,
Having a
2 weeks
floor
in a
plan for
row.
the Open is kind of goofy in my eyes.
Ridiculous.
I don't think it like makes sense to do a floor plan, especially on 14.4 or 23.1. That floor plan is like almost impossible to set up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I just mean that shuttle run, the shuttle run and burpee pull-up one was a little bit of a nightmare at first, setting it up at the gym that I was at, just because, when you want to have so many people going in a heat, it makes it very difficult to make it quote unquote as even as possible for some people, where they have to run over and they have to like get to a certain lane from the pull-up bar. And that's just something that people didn't really like too much, but we made it work, which was good.
Yeah, I'm always thinking about the Wayans brothers and White Girls when they were just like running to the bathroom and they said, "Move, bitch." That's what I'm thinking of. Like everyone just like running into each other.
Oh my god, that's such a good relatable, like, yeah. But it's just not very affiliate friendly so far. I'm excited to see what like we have this week. Um, but there's gonna be a dumbbell. Like that's the only, like, that is, I think I can almost, if there isn't a dumbbell, I would be surprised.
Now, didn't they have a kettlebell in the equipment requirements for the? Is it
If
for
they
this or
d-
quarterfinals?
Yeah.
It's quarterfinals, not the open.
What's that? Say that again.
A kettlebell.
No, the thing is they released all the equipment for both the open and quarterfinals together.
Okay.
So all of it's fair game for the open or quarterfinals. They didn't put up a separate one.
They
They
have people
just
to use a kettlebell swing in the open. I think the internet would collectively lose
No,
its mind.
they'll probably leave it open to kettlebell snatch, or they'll have some sort of kettlebell
Yeah.
overhead carry, or box step overs with a kettlebell or something like that. I'd imagine that's what it would be for, because if they're trying to do kettlebell swings, the standard's just way too hard to enforce. And it's just, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a go. And you're gonna get you're gonna get too much gaming. You're gonna get, hey, how straight is your arm? How straight is too straight, or is this as straight as your arms get? How high does it go? Can you rip it down? That's silliness.
I mean, it's just like the thruster almost. I mean, they kind of screwed that up.
Yeah, they should not have done, like, the thruster is like a 1 rep max lift, is competitive wise looks cool in theory. The problem is now it's like we all know what a good thruster looks like, and then when you
Mhm.
start adding weight to it, that's when the issues start showing up. Like,
Right.
and that's where I think like the issue is coming about online, where it's like, is that actually a thruster, or did he thruster jerk it, or all these things where it's like
Was it a
there's a lot
thruster
of,
press?
it's like there's a lot of issues where it's like maybe do a overhead squat, do a squat clean, do a snatch after it. It's like you gotta make it clean, so therefore it's seems equitable, or you're gonna have the internet just in uproar like they were on the 1 rep max snatches.
Yeah.
And mine's still questionable, and still like you're like the issue is, it's like, where is the line?
You know what
Yeah.
I really thought was actually what they were going to try and do is that they were going to try and do some sort of like max weighted pull up or something, because they've been putting that on main site for so long this entire year. It's come up at least like 5 or 6 times.
They do that at quarters, but the issue is also the equipment and how
Yep.
you do the weight, and then
Mhm.
measuring the weight and making it time efficient and fair for everybody.
Yeah.
Because a weighted pull up is a good test, like, not even a question. But it's like that seems more of like a controlled environment, more like a semis or a game style thing.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, where
Fair.
everyone like walks up and says, okay, like, does like, 45s and like
Yeah, because
next
that's
round,
what
can keep
the
it going.
age group athletes did last year at the games. They did 1 rep max weighted pull up. It was like calories on a bike in 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Then it was weighted pull up, and then it was front squat, which I thought was actually a really cool test.
Okay. All right. So I actually did that workout, 23.2. And I'm very proud of myself. I did a 10-pound PR with my thruster. I hit 260.
There you go.
So I was
Heck
like
yeah.
I was really excited about that. But then I was like watching other people like do like the thruster, and like one guy, I think it was on Morning Chalk Up or something like that, where the guy took like a step and almost looked like a split jerk, and they still counted it supposedly. And it's just like, come on, like,
Yeah.
just keep your legs straight, keep your feet like planted, and just go.
Yeah, but
Wait, do you have
that's
outrage over this? Tom? Because you didn't
Oh, I don't I don't care, but I
didn't
just my thing is just do it right. That's it. I mean, if you're trying to like game the system a little bit, I mean, like, that's not really the best way to do it, but like just do it right. That's all I care.
Yeah. But again, like this is the thing. It's like you gotta be like if you're programming things, and again, I would blame Boz and HQ because that's really where I assume this is all coming down from. It's like
Hmm.
you should have expected things like this because like the issue is it's like like everybody knows what a good rep looks like up until it's not.
Yeah.
And as soon as it's questionable, everybody in the sport knows it should be counted as a no rep. And then like this still goes like even before thinking of like what Sasha Nieves was trying to do with like her weird camera clock editing software.
That was insane.
Yeah.
That was insane.
Yeah.
But Hannah, what's your thoughts on the thruster and all that stuff?
Um, sorry if the dog starts to growl, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think it should be a one rep max lift. There's, like we've been saying, there's too much gray area. Like if you take a step, like, I mean, and like your knee bends. So, that's not. I don't. I would. I like that they're trying to be different. I totally understand that, and provide something new for the open. But I just think it was executed poorly.
Yep.
Do you think they should have done like a max rep thrusters for like 135 for as many reps as they can do for like a minute or something, or 2 minutes?
No, they should have done. No, you should have they should have done max. Actually, I think max rep thrusters at 135.95 in the 5 minute window.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that's
Ooh.
similar to
Like because
the
like
first stage of the games where they did max power snatches or something like a death by power snatch that Sam Briggs won some years back.
I
don't
don't
remember
remember
that
the
one.
event, but I don't remember it, but I'm not saying you're wrong. I can't remember the workout.
Where like she just like kept going like for multiple rounds.
Wild.
And, which I think like that would have been really cool. I do think like there should have been a weighted aspect to the open. I mean, it's been we
It's
didn't
the
see it
only way to give like an extra score differentiator, right?
right. Like I didn't think last year 3 scores was enough.
Yeah, and
So
like because the tests were the hands or it's the wall walk, dumbbell, box jump over. Workout 2 was the deadlift burpee workout, and then the third workout was the thruster. Like it was the increasing weight on the thruster and the difference in the gymnastics movement. It's like
Hmm.
good workouts. Like that's the hard part is like we don't know what the third test is, so we can't say it's a bad open yet.
Hmm.
right.
You
And I
know,
mean I think it's like generally well rounded, other than the fact that we haven't seen like a short workout yet. So
if we're really trying to keep, and the thing is there's a lot of barbell specialists, a lot of like strength people, which is why people get mad about the weight, like the 1 rep max. What if that, like you said, like within the 5 minute window, but maybe do that 15-minute AMRAP and part 2 is rest 3 minutes, and then you have an EMOM style where you have to do a buy-in before you do a
They
load or something like
no, they wouldn't do an EMOM because of the constraints on the athletes and
Yeah, I think that would take too much time too.
I understand what you're saying and I like the idea. I just think it would only be executed in a different testing place.
Mhm.
Like I think it would have to be a semi or a game
Oh,
style.
okay,
I also don't feel like they would like to do EMOMs are you can make the argument on both sides like are they good for conditioning, are they bad for conditioning because it depends on deficiencies of an athlete, but it's also just not fun to watch.
true. Well, I mean, I was thinking like 50 double unders, then you get one attempt in that minute, then you do 3 rounds of that, and your score is total load for that thruster.
Yeah, like it would like I would say to make it like an open esque is like do what you're saying except make it an AMRAP. It's like before every attempt you have to
Oh,
do
okay.
50 double unders. Like
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah.
that's the only way to
That's
like
okay,
kind of
yeah.
change it up to get what you're trying to do, but also trying to make it more like because the hardest part is like as
Just
an like the
open-fy it.
open and yeah to make it an affiliate adaptable workout that is able to do everything. It's kind of okay, but it's also struggling. I think they also it's funny because the fact that they put muscle ups in the first workout, I didn't even think of this till just now, is they essentially force people to go back to an affiliate to do it. Because most people may not have muscle
Yep.
up setups in their gym or anything. They're essentially forcing people to go to an affiliate to try it.
Fair.
And also because like if you have to just post the video if you're not doing it in an affiliate to incentivize that.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah. But speaking about 23.2, so the Sasha Nieves issue. So did Hannah and Vic, did you guys see the video at all, or?
I saw a couple things. I saw something about her knees re-jerking, but I also saw another rep that she did where it was clean. I saw that there was like she had multiple recordings going on. You know what, honestly, I know that she's a very talented athlete and it's the Open. I'm not too I'm not too concerned about it. I think that they'll get it right regardless.
Do you think she's gonna get dinged on it though? Because like there's one part of the video where her judge actually kind of moved over from like one clip to another. It was like kind of like a
Here's the
weird
thing.
shift.
Did she do it at an affiliate?
I don't even know if that gym is an affiliate.
Because I'm just wondering here, like adding the video for proof as a bonus is just a bonus. You know what I mean? So like if she did it at an affiliate and the judge signed off on it and everything was done right, just because the camera work was done incorrectly, doesn't mean the score is invalidated unless they're putting the judge's scoring ability into question, which then puts into question all the other scores that the judge did. That's, maybe that's something that needs to be brought up as well, where like, hey, I did it at an affiliate. I had a judge judge me. They followed me around. I also videoed parts of it and I put the video up and now people are judging me. Like at that point, just
The issue is it's because in the past, like people have edited or used different angles for one
mhm.
workout. Is essentially you're editing the workout to look like you did better than you were, and you're just
Yeah.
inviting this entire thing in. So therefore, like in the past when it's happened, you were essentially banned from CrossFit for 3 years. So again, the standard is what the standard was,
Mm-hmm.
and so I would say like you're really just inviting yourself to do like just get picked apart. And the thing is, it's like the internet finds a way of just creating all these things. And
Yeah.
then there's like the next step, which is like, oh, you can just walk the wall walks and sprint the burpees and probably be okay. And it's like, you're also like, then it goes back to the spirit of the open. Like, what's the official title of the rule? It's like spirit of the open or spirit of the workout or something. But it's like, it's a shuttle run. It's called a shuttle run. Just run.
Yep. Yep. I know Hannah wanted to talk about that too. So
Yeah, I don't know. I love the Open, or really just like I love CrossFit in general because of the strategy. So I mean, the fact that people could speed walk, shuttle run, and then like the burpees, I mean, yeah, like break the workout. I think, I mean, it's like the yoke workout from the games in what 21, where Tia almost broke it and did
Mm.
like the
Oh yeah, the GHD
Yeah,
yeah.
cheese
corn.
curd workout.
Yeah.
I I love it when people can break programming. I think it's so cool, and I mean, and you, I mean, it just goes to show like where we're going in this sport. Like people are smart, and people are going to figure out a way to do things, and within like the parameters, not the uncommon movement clause or anything like that. Or like again, like have like different camera angles, which I totally understand because I mean I've had multiple cameras go and I'll just
Yes.
submit everything I can because just like one camera angle is better for this, another one's better for that. Um you never know who's going to step in front of your camera, things like
Hmm.
that.
mm-hmm.
You don't know one's just going to go out on you. So
Yeah.
I mean, so like with me, that's why I like want to bring up the shuttle walks, just because I think it's really cool that people can go out. It actually
Yeah.
works.
You
Uh,
know, go ahead. Oh, I
oh
thought,
no,
sorry, my like my mouthpiece went off. Um, what I was, if you were good, I was gonna say something on top of that, which I think is really cool, which you know, showing the admiration for being able to basically break the workout. I mean, isn't that in the spirit of CrossFit, is learning how to be more efficient and get more work done over the amount of time? Is that something that we're talking about here? Because I know it says shuttle run, but if you were able to walk and pace it in such a way that you could then work harder and get more work done over the 15 minutes, isn't that the goal of CrossFit, is teaching us how to learn how to do more work over an amount of time and put more and get more output out? I don't know. Is that like, does that sound
That's
crazy?
that's technically what we all learned in the level 1.
I haven't taken
So
it, so I don't know.
Insulin. Sorry, insulin.
Yo.
Throws up a flag. He just yells insulin. It's like, what? Okay.
Hey,
I'm asking as someone who's new, who's still newish to, I've only been in CrossFit for a few
I'd
years,
say
so
this is one of the few workouts where you could actually do that. And there's a significant more, like, let's use the wall ball rope climb workout as the example. Is like, there's no way you could walk that workout and be done.
mhm.
Right, like from quarterfinals last year, like that's the thing. It's like there's only there's certain things where it's like this one works, right? It's
Mhm.
like if you were, maybe if like you had done the 13-minute AMRAP of the weighted chest to bar, burpees in the vest in the shuttle runs, maybe that could have worked from the blog a couple, like 6 weeks ago or
Mhm.
back in December. It's like there's only a certain amount of time. I don't think you could walk all the time and still have the best scores out there.
Yeah.
right.
Now, if you're walking this workout, are you moving? Are you like violently moving your hips like a power walk, or how do you game in that? Like,
You
is it?
kind of like, the thing is, if you, so I hate using Hiller because I just don't like giving it, like I feel like he's the new clickbait savant, like that's essentially all his content is,
Mhm.
unfortunately to me. But like he's walking, like he's power walking like Olympic standard.
Yeah.
Like he's not slow like you're at the mall, but he's not like, he's doing a lot to not pick up his knees.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see the workout, so I'm kind of just going off of what you guys are saying.
But it's like, it goes back to like the camera angles thing. It's like people were like sharing Sprague's video, like, oh, he's not like, I'm like, dude, go, like if you watch anybody who does wall balls at an unfortunate angle, you'll tell them they're not low enough. If you
Hmm.
watch any, like, and that's why I just like, dude, if they're sharing a video online, I bet you it's not the, like, if they're not showing you the official, like, and the rule was literally just do the Miami Hurricane signal and just don't reach, but like just have your elbows locked out. Like your
Mhm.
arms can still be shorter than most bars.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's just one of those things where it's like, if we're using personal, like again, the hardest part is like it goes back to the old standard of using like the elbow forearm length
Right.
handstand push-up standard
Yeah.
that should never ever come back ever. That like there's not going to be a perfect thing, and a burpee pull-up is going to be the most over-programmed thing on every competitor blog out there for the next year. And so I'm sorry to everybody.
Ugh.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you. So, I kind of want to get everyone's predictions for the next workout. Like, so I'll go Xander first since he's up top and he got on this podcast first.
Oh
So,
God. Oh
what
God.
what 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 are you thinking for the workout? And then we'll go to Vic and Hannah.
Dumbbell clean and jerk, box jump over in like a handstand walk. Like I don't think we're gonna do wall walks again. I think we've been wall walked out. So I will say they'll do something a little bit challenging.
Do you have a specific time domain you're thinking of?
I think it's going to be oh, you know what? Okay, here's what it is. It's 3 rounds of 20 dumbbell clean and jerks, 15 box jump overs, and then max distance handstand walk in 8 minutes or 10 minutes.
Ooh, I like that. I
It would
like that.
suck
Yeah.
Oh, that's rough.
because
Yeah.
it makes people do the work, and then it's like, oh, can you handstand walk? It's like, ha ha ha. Adrian Bosman hates affiliate athletes. Let's start the narrative. Run it back.
All right, Vic, what are you thinking?
So I mean, I honestly think that we need to see some form of double unders.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would imagine there's still going to be a dumbbell. And I was listening to some podcast, I think it was Chase Ingram who was saying something about how it might actually be within the realm of possibility to see something like wall walk, handstand push-up, handstand walking as like almost like
Progression.
the same ladder that we did with like toes to bar, chest to bar, bar muscle ups, or same thing that we did in quarterfinals with the front walking lunges of the kipping, deficit kipping, strict handstand push-ups that we saw in the quarterfinals workout. Nothing that crazy because that was an awful workout. But I'd imagine probably it's going to be like a dumbbell snatch and double unders in between each progression, and it's going to be something quick, and it's gotta have like it's probably going to be like a very nominal, or I guess what Sherb would call a beefy set of like 30 double unders, something like 30 double unders, and like it's 10 dumbbell snatches and they're alternating or something, or 20, like 30 and 20, and you really have to push because you can do 20 dumbbell snatches alternating within like 35 seconds if you're pushing the pace. So I'm guessing within doing that 3 times, that's what, 3 minutes, and then you're gonna do probably 5 to 7 wall walks, 15 or 20 handstand push-ups, and then it'll be probably the max distance handstand walk, and that's going to be like a 10-minute domain or like 9-minute domain, same as what Xander was saying.
All right. All right. I like it. Hannah, what you got?
Um, we really haven't had a 4-time workout, so I do think it's gonna be something like that. Man, I don't have like any like rep ranges, but like movement wise, I wouldn't be surprised if it was like double under dumbbell snatch, wall walk, or double under it could be even like a box step over or dumbbell snatch box step over with the dumbbell
Mm.
and double under, something like that. But I mean, I don't know. I don't think we would go like another week with having to go like a certain distance again.
Yeah. I think I like Victor's idea of like the wall walk, handstand push up, handstand walk thing. It's so like we all need it to. It's got to feel gassy and it's got to redline you.
Right. Like
That's the hardest part. Is like, what do we have left to do it?
Mm-hmm.
So the double unders thing is like probably. I think you're probably. I would say you're probably going to be the closest to the guess of what it is.
no, it's just going to be something that your lungs are on fire and it's going to hurt. It's going to be fun.
Now, did they say 2 dumbbells or 1 dumbbell in the
I think they
list?
said single dumbbell. I think they had single dumbbell or 50 or
I
something.
didn't read the equipment list this year.
You should have. You know you're doing a podcast with me, so you should be more,
This is coming from the
aware
guy
of
who
this.
didn't sign up for the Open, and we're openly discussing the Open.
Insulin.
Oh
Insulin.
God. Oh God. Oh.
All right. So I was if they had 2 dumbbells, I would say they might incorporate devil presses.
You could fuck right off.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
That would be one of the worst things in the world, just judging standards. Because
I know.
They would have a rule on how wide your feet could go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What if you step out on the top of the devil's press as a no rep, like a thruster?
Yeah. It's like
can you jerk it? Can you grab it? Can you bring it from the top like they did at the Granite Games and rest it on your shoulders and then pop it up? I don't know. You tell me.
But like I was thinking like I was thinking double unders, and then I was also thinking like overhead like walking lunges, since they already have the tape out at the affiliate. Well, I don't know if some affiliates took it off, but if they have that like distance, they could do overhead walking lunges with double unders, and then maybe do like the handstand walk or progression or whatnot, something like that.
That made me laugh. That made me laugh right now, Tom, because the tape comment, I was just talking to Lindsay about that, the owner of the gym that I've been doing the workouts at, and she's like, "Oh, I wonder if I should pick up these lines of tape." And I was like, probably leave it because I bet you the next workout's like a fight gone bad where you have to go from station to station and
Mhm.
it's like tape everywhere at the gym. So that's really funny that you said that.
Yeah, well, who knows? We'll see. It might be like like a quick 10 minute workout. Who knows? Maybe like another 15. But I don't know. I just have a feeling they're just trying to make people accumulate like as many reps as possible through like each of the workouts, except for like 23.2B. So I'm thinking it's just like you're gonna go as long as you can, and you can't like till you die.
Or is it just Triple G? We're bringing Triple G to the Open. It was like
Yeah.
that massive chipper they did with like a
Hmm.
bunch of GHDs.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. I'm pretty sure everyone would cancel their CrossFit membership across the world.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
surprised they didn't do it on the first workout.
I mean, how much time it would take if if a GHD like showed up in the open?
Bro, one person a heat because most gyms only have one GHD.
It's like better sign up. Start at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
We run heats on the 20-minute. Okay.
You get to be the last person finishing the workout every heat because everyone's cheering you on from the start.
So bad. So
I
bad.
so with like the whole like not affiliate friendly thing. I can't imagine like especially with like Lindsay, like they see the workout, they're just sitting there like thinking in their head like, how the hell am I gonna do this? Like,
Yeah, my old affiliate where I like don't go to anymore. I'm like, I saw them do like shuttle runs, and I was like, you guys don't have enough space. You can run maybe 3 athletes at a time.
Mm-hmm.
damn.
Like, in the gym, like I dropped into now, they can run 12 people at a time. Like we were like every class essentially like you had two, like you had 12 people going, 3 people left over. They were done in 2 hours. Like it was just I want to say it's got to be reps for time. I think it's going to be reps for time this week at
Mhm.
least. To Hannah's point, it's got to be something where it's like no more accumulating total reps. It's like no, you can if you really want to hurt, you can be done in 5 minutes, but it'll be like an 8 minute cap.
Yeah. All right, cool. I like those workouts. So I kind of want to talk about obviously there's some athletes that are not going to doing the open or whatnot, including myself, insulin. But anyway, but like Hannah's favorite athlete, Haley Adams, is not doing CrossFit this year. So I
No,
kind of want to, yeah,
she's not competing. She's doing
oh,
CrossFit.
competing. Well, I mean, that's what I meant. She's not competing. So, I don't know what's going on with her in her, outside of CrossFit or anything. I hope she gets better. I hope she gets the things that she needs to get done. I don't know what's wrong, but, um, you know, what do you think about her not being at the games and, what might happen in the future?
I don't. I mean, I think this. I mean, this isn't like a goodbye tour for her by any means. I
Hmm.
mean, I'm just like she actually spoke up because I think. I mean, I think a lot of people just like just hide it and pretend everything's fine. So the fact that she spoke up that, hey, like this is what I've been dealing with, and like enough's enough. Like I've dealt. Like I need to actually like face this rather than keep burying it. Like I think that's actually really strong for her. I think that's a stronger move than to keep on going back to the games knowing that she hasn't dealt with what she's dealing with. So that's how I feel about her. And just like in the end with everybody either retiring, injuries, the whole like plethora of reasons they're not doing going for the games this year. I think it's gonna be really interesting. That means there's gonna be a lot more, spots available. So we'll actually get to see rookies that, might not have made it, if everybody was still doing it. And, we've been saying that, there's a new era coming. So this is just like another one. It's like the 2014 year all over again. So
Hmm. Yeah. So, Xander, what do you think? What are
I
your,
think it's sad that Haley's not competing this year,
yeah.
but it's more kudos to her for like just speaking up and taking care of herself, which is clearly more important than any sport will be. But it's also just like Can we just talk about like so Haley's we're gonna miss her, but Christy Aramo just randomly dropping on a Sunday the retirement from YouTube speech, and you're just like, oh, you got to be pregnant, right? Like I'm just throwing it out there. Like that's got to be it, right? Like right? Like I'm not crazy for this take.
No. I mean,
Like
it could
there's
be
got to
possible.
be like a baby's like they're thinking about this, right? Like I'm not crazy on these takes, but like I'm just kind of tired of like all these athletes just announcing their retirement. It's like Noah decided to go on a retirement tour, and then everybody else decided to take the Coach K, like, I need a victory lap, or I want my pat on the back.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I am, like, Fikowski trying to explain, like, I didn't have a good one because I had an injury. I'm like, bro, you're just tall. Like, 14.4 was never a tall person workout to begin with.
Yep.
Oh man.
Hannah's like, oh, God.
You're like,
It's really
"Oh,
it's
no."
like, this pivoted so fast.
Well, no, I didn't say that. I did what I could do. I did doubles and singles. I was so proud of that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't. I think they deserve. I mean, they've done so much for the sport, like all of them. So I mean, with me, I'm like, they deserve to do their victory lap.
But like, did Froning like announce his retirement? He didn't do like a whole spiel.
No, Froning literally was just. But the problem is with Froning, everybody's like expecting him to come back for Masters. Like, is he
True.
actually retired? Like, he is like he is the Brett Favre of CrossFit.
Well, I don't think he's stealing. I don't think he's taking
Yeah.
welfare money away from people.
But he is wearing Paris Wranglers, so like there's like that. So it's like that. Like that's the thing. It's like there's a point where it's like, but again, like it's more to like in Instagram, in a social media environment. Yeah, you got to post these things. Everybody's gonna share it. Everybody's gonna retire. Everybody's gonna do it. But it's just like the amount of athletes that are just like, yeah, I'm not competing this year. It's like Cara, Christy, Haley, Tia's out. Like there's just this like whole comeuppance where it's like, yeah, you just chose not to compete. Kudos. Like you get a thumbs up. But like the thing is, it's like Scott Panchik like retired, but then he still went to quarter or semis last year. Ben Smith was retired and now he's on a team. It's like all these other things where it's like these athletes are not truly retired because that's not how our sport works.
Yeah.
Okay,
They're just
that standpoint.
yeah.
But do you think they like just after they retire, they get the? I mean, do the Tom Brady? They still want to get that? They have that competitive itch that they want to like make another brother. Like there was like, oh, I kind of made a mistake, and I want to go back at it again.
I hold the argument where it's like you don't lose fitness. Like you lose the top 10% of your fitness, but you have residual fitness enough where it's like you're still better than 99% of the population.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Right.
I think what they're really truly announcing is like I'm not going to prioritize CrossFit over my life
Yeah.
because you essentially have to train an unnecessary amount of hours and beat your body down to just like create that adaptation to potentially take on a Justin, a Mal, a Tia, a Froning, a Frazier, like all those guys. Like, and it's just over time, it's like, is it really worth it when I can focus on my businesses or my YouTube channel or XYZ thing?
Well, that's kind of what I wanted to lean into as well, like noticing and seeing all these people coming in and leaving the sport or announcing they're not going to be serious this year. I mean, it probably has to do a lot more with the same fact of like you're working your ass off just to possibly fight against some of these top athletes. And if for some reason a couple events go the wrong way for you, you go from trying to win 250,000 to maybe
Breaking even,
20,000,
if that.
10,000, when it takes you to just get to the games, 5,500, maybe 6,000 just base expenses to get there. And that's it, and that's out of pocket, not to think like everyone has all these sponsors are going to pay your way, or you're going to have GoFundMe's where, gym communities will pay your entire trip to get there so that they can all be proud of you, which is great too. But at the same time, that doesn't even equate to the amount of suffering and the amount of investment you take in for the entire rest of the year and the years prior to that just to make it there. And I just think that there's not enough of a payout for the athletes. And I think they're starting to realize, like, man, I'm really busting my ass doing all this shit just so I can maybe make a G. I gotta find a new way. I gotta find something different because this ain't cutting it. Like, I love competing, but at this rate, I don't think this is gonna be the thing for me. Is kind of how a lot of these athletes are looking at it.
Mhm.
So until CrossFit can get bigger and they can start putting out some more checks, or they can get more media dollars involved, so that these brands will pay to be marketed to the CrossFit space, they're just kind of playing their cards right. They step back and say, okay, hey, let me just take this off. I can train really hard, and maybe come Rogue Invitational, there's a huge purse or payout. My body will be healthy, not broken down. I could go for that. Maybe make some money that way and start up a nice run. You know, it's like sitting and waiting on a stock. You're like, do I want to sell this stock? Do I want to buy it? Let me just wait a few months, see what's up.
Yeah. Or maybe they're just taking a year off to like hone in on their weaknesses. And then once they're ready to go, when like the new season kicks up, they can just like, tear it up. I mean,
Mhm.
not like Cara Saunders needs to like
No,
work
like
on anything.
Kara's like it's like weird. It's because you're like Kara's not really an example. It's like I'm sure Kara's probably focusing on her husband and her daughter. It's
Mhm.
Yeah.
there's always gonna be that weird like, cool, did you want to focus on your family or did you want to focus on your working on doing something else? Like
Mhm.
Emma Carey, like it's the Emma Carey, Cara Saunders, right? Those are like the two like dichotomies. It's like Emma had a legit back
Injury, yeah.
completely just like was forced to take a step back. Haley decided that she wanted to take a step back to focus on her own personal health. Cara,
Businesses, tons of
family,
businesses.
like
Yeah.
businesses,
She got like
Australia.
she got like three businesses, doesn't she?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's the sunglasses, the
She has sunglasses, programming, she has clothing,
yeah.
and then she has a gym as well on top of that.
And our YouTube channel.
YouTube, there you go. Sorry, YouTube channel as well. She got a lot.
So
Yeah. So, and also, do you think that maybe like some people are just gonna go? I mean, obviously, you've seen a lot of like games athletes go to the teams side.
yeah,
Hmm.
because
So,
teams is objectively more fun. Coming from, I did my first team comp at TFX when I was the second alternate. Will say, very fun time. Now I understand why people do team. You're welcome, Hannah.
Yes. Yes. Come join me in team and realizing how fun it is.
Nope. 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 I'm gonna keep doing what I do on the sides and not taking fitness seriously, but hey, I will cheer you on because I like I'm excited for the super teams at the same time. I'm just like, what's the point of an affiliate athlete now? Like that's the sad part. It's like also I think it's arbitrary that they all have every team has to go do the open together at one gym when they got rid of the rule about having to be at an affiliate week by
Hmm.
week. I think it's just arbitrary on CrossFit's part to make athletes spend money when, again, going back to what Victor's point was about, like financially, CrossFit's not the most lucrative sport in the world unless you're the top three in the entire world, and really you have to be number one to make it like a decent-ish living.
Hmm.
It's just like arbitrary, where it's like if you're going to be on a team, you should just be able to decide team and then just do team quarterfinals with each other.
mhm.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, but like even some of the sponsors, like, like some people that want to have like sponsors and stuff like that, some of the sponsors, all they just do is like, here's my promo code, like have at it. And it's just like, it's not beneficial for them. Like they get a percentage out of it, but like that's not really helping them out. And so like I had like, I know I talked to Griffin Raleigh like a couple years ago, and he's like, yeah, I'm trying to find a sponsor. And it's like so hard for me to find a sponsor because everyone just wants to give me an affiliate link.
Hmm.
And that's it. And like, I don't need an affiliate link. I need actual physical, money to do stuff. So, and I'll promote your brand at the same time. So it's like,
Well,
it's
that's also the hard part about teams. Like I am aware of there are certain indie athletes who wanted to go team this year, but their sponsors and the way they're paid would not let them.
mm, interesting.
Yeah. Because like again, like there's two sides of the coin. It's also Griffin, like the hard part is it's like, yeah, you need sponsors, but you also need results. You don't get sponsors without the results. That's
True.
the hard part. It's
True.
like it's kind of like the Ricky Garrard effect, right? Like again, Ricky's a weird example because he tested positive, did his time, worked his ass off. He was working like essentially all year up until, was it training for semis? I think he quit his, he was doing some kind of construction work in manual labor and like stopped, and now he's able to kind of train full time, not have to worry about it that he got sponsors again. But it's like, unless you're going to the games, you're not going to get a sponsor. Like Nick Matthew probably makes a lot more money now than he did when he was going to Granite Games just being a semis athlete.
Right.
Yeah, and but he's now sponsored by by Tier too, so that's another huge bonus
Who's not
for him.
sponsored by Tier? I'm
True.
sorry. I'm
Well,
just being that guy now.
yeah.
Not being petty.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
just gonna be petty. It's like
Hannah, are you sponsored by them yet?
No, I'm not sponsored by anybody.
Tier doesn't care about teams.
Oh,
Oh God.
I don't think anybody cares about teams. So
Unless you're Andrea Nisler and Taylor Williamson and whoever two jabroni guys they decided to put on their team, nobody cares.
so
Does anybody? Do you think that anybody has a shot to beat those two guys?
There's a much better chance to
I
beat
think-
them now that Rich is gone.
yeah, like I think right now, I think the front runners right now are the Oslo. It's the Oslo team.
Oslo Black.
I think
they're-
that's the name. Oslo Black or Purple. Oh, I forget the. What was that?
they're navy blue.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense. Okay.
If you decide, like, if you're using affiliate colors at this point, and it's just like Team Oslo, I think you're probably right on the European side. Like,
I mean, hey, you could be like TTT, and we have TTT CrossFit and TTT CrossFit Black. You have the OG name in one color.
nice. It's like,
Yes.
It's like I'm just like, but it's just like we gotta. CrossFit affiliate team names are also some of the best things out there.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I agree. So, Hannah, do you think that both TTT teams will actually go to the games this year?
To be decided. I don't know. I think we both have a really good chance. The East is stacked though, so
Stacked.
I think
stacked.
they did the super teams worse because of the formula. They screwed over teams super hard by cutting down sanctional or semis. They hurt because it's only 10 teams per semi, period, end of story, right? Because they can't do it.
Yeah.
no strength of field for the team.
Yeah,
And bogus because literally all the good teams typically come from the East, and then like I think Oceania deserves a few more spots. I think Europe does. I think the other ones, it's just like they haven't put out. So
no, and it's sad because it's like, okay, well, if like you're still gonna send teams, you're gonna do all these things. Wouldn't you just expand the spots down for certain regions? Wouldn't that just like make it easier? It's like, cool. So you know what, North America, you get 13 per. You give Oceania 12. You give Europe 12. Brazil, suck it, and just carry on.
But Xander, you trying to make sense over here? What's going on? You can't be making all this using all this logic with
CrossFit HQ is going to CrossFit HQ, and everybody else online is going to be like, why didn't we just do it this way? It's logical and it makes sense. And everybody else is like, we don't want your input. We are a very small, close-knit, private organization again.
You know what? Next time we decide on doing anything, I'll just make mine for me and mine, and you take care of you and yours.
It's like freaking ridiculous.
All right,
It's
so
just frustrating.
So we're getting close to the end, so I kind of want to get everyone's final thoughts because I know probably Hannah has to get out of here pretty soon. So, so Xander, final thoughts.
Excited for the Open 23.3 quarterfinals camp this weekend. So excited to see how the end of the programming goes and how much CrossFit Open is now back to being competitive and less about inclusivity.
All right, Vic.
Yeah, piggybacking off that, excited for the last workout. Excited to see what happens for quarterfinals. I really want to see those workouts, and hopefully, depending if everything goes to plan, hopefully getting to see some of the guys up in Portland on Sunday. That would be the goal, to hang out with y'all for a little bit. Just make a quick little day trip out of it. Maybe get some pizza while I'm up there. But yeah, definitely.
All right, Hannah, what you got?
Really, I mean, just kind of saying the same thing. I'm excited for the last open workout. I'm just really excited to get the season more rolling and ready for just like quarters, semis, everything like that. I think it's going to be a really exciting season, and it just keeps on, the layers keep unfolding and unfolding to make it so.
All right, awesome. So my final thought is I'm actually looking forward to see what the last workout is, even though I didn't sign up for it. But I kind of want to see like how everybody does, and I believe maybe by next month, if we get together, we will not be doing a recording. We'll be doing a live.
Live
So
podcast.
I
Let's
I
go.
I'm trying to learn how to use this one program and if I use it, it can stream to multiple different channels. And so, but the only thing is I have to pay for it. So I'm like trying to figure out if I should just do one or just do multiple streams, but we'll see what happens.
I'm so excited to just like live launch the Bill O'Reilly. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's funny, like a lot of people that I interview, they don't like doing it live whatsoever. They get like super nervous about it. And so
That's because you like have a penchant for picking people that never do interviews.
true. That's true.
It's like we gotta get the people who are like regularly talking to like. It's not as nerve wracking after the first one. It's like
Yeah.
5 minutes in, it's okay.
Yeah. Well, I had Travis from Vindicate on the last episode, not the last, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And the podcast is coming out this week. Actually the week before this one. But anyway, like we weren't doing it live, but like there was a huge like space of like, dead space because his internet is not the greatest in certain spots of his house. And so it like froze. And so I'm sitting there like this. Hello, you still there? Still there? Stuff like that. But that's the only problem with going live. So I mean,
What
we'll see what
AOL
happens.
disc did he download like Zoom on? I'm confused.
I don't know. I think it was like a
How does that
Windows
work?
9. I think it was like Windows 98 or something like that.
Nice. Sick.
So
No, I think it's just where he is. He's in Nebraska, so
Yeah.
there's like the Wi-Fi is a little bit spotty out around those
What are you
parts.
just trying to say? It's flat and nobody goes there?
Yes.
Okay. Fair.
all right, everybody. Well, thank you for tuning into the show. I appreciate it, and we will catch you later. We out. Thanks, guys.
You're still recording.
I know I could edit it. Don't worry, dude.